Hi crafters, it's Hannah here from Handcrafted Cards. In today's video I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different. I'll be showing you how I set up my bullet journal for 2017 and a few little tips or things that I have found useful for bullet journaling, and I hope that you find them useful too. So let's get into the video. So, as I said, today's video isn't a card making or something video that I normally do. It's a flick through of my bullet journal. If you don't know what a bullet journal is, I will leave a link to Ryder Carroll, I think his last name is Carroll, who invented bullet journaling. And it's a mix between a planner and list making, and you can kind of design your own planner basically. So this is just a notebook that I got from Paperchase. I added a loop so I could keep it closed, and a Luchtern pen loop I've just stuck in the back there. I started setting this up November for 2017. And I liked it so much that I started using it in December, which is something that you can do with a bullet journal. Before I show you that, I'm going to quickly show you, I was using a Moleskine before for my bullet journal, and I didn't like it because of how thin the paper is. It's probably really good for sketching, but for the kind of things that I was doing in there, I was getting a lot of bleed through of the pens from the page before. I don't know if you can see on film on the camera, but I didn't like that. So this was kind of a bit of a practice one. I did use this for a few months. I have my index page there. I did a key there which I never used, so that's why I covered it up with that. So you start off with I'll show you in the one I'm using now. Just a quick flick through. I was also using it as a notebook, which I didn't like because it was getting quite messy. When I'm making notes, it's quite messy, it's all over the place. So I now have a separate notebook for just quick ideas. So I'll show you in this one. You can get the official bullet journal, and it comes with the pages are already numbered and you have an index section, but I just went with this because I liked how smooth the paper was. So you start off with your index, and this is where, as you know, as an index is, you write down where once you've put something in your bullet journal, you put the page number and what it is. So if you're looking for, say for example, I'm looking for my books to read spread, I know that's on page 7. I can flick to page 7 and I have my spread on books to read, which I still haven't started any of those yet. So that's what you do with your index. And these page tabs I got from Amazon, so I can quickly flick, and I gave myself an extra page there for the index. Then I've got my future planning. I did this in my other bullet journal and I really liked how this turned out. So I've got my months going down, and then anytime anything comes up, I just write it in my future planning and then just mark which month it is. So if something's coming up in May, I write the date and put a dot in May so I know what months. And then when I come to my monthly spreads, then I just have a look at this, see what's coming up and fill it in. Then some quote stuff there. This is just an inspiration page that I put in some quotes that made me laugh, things that, you know, I saw and thought, yeah, I like that. So your mistakes do not define you. If you're sad, add more lipstick and attack. Be the pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. So just a few. I've got one more space to fill in there, and I've already got lots more inspirational quotes that I want to put in, so I'll be doing another inspiration page. Then I've got my books to read. I'm still setting this up as I'm filming this, so this isn't all completed yet. Ultimate to-do list, anything that I can think of that I need to do, I want to do, but it's not a specific time that I'm going to do, it's just something random that's going to go on this page. And then as I'm going through the months, I can just go through this list. So I think, oh yeah, I can do that this month, and then I'll put it in my monthly to-dos. Next page is my daily routine, which you probably can't see on pencil. I have penciled in when I want to do certain things throughout the day, just to help me have a better routine, particularly it's a sleeping routine, because I don't sleep brilliantly, so I'm trying to have a better nighttime routine and not sit up all night watching YouTube and on my phone and stuff. So I thought if I write it down, then hopefully I will stick to it a little bit better. But I've still got some things to fill in on that spread. Then this is my Stampin' Up year, so any events that will be coming up in Stampin' Up, I'm going to fill those in there. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you know I have a YouTube channel, so this is going to be where I put a checklist of things that I need to do when I've filmed a video, what I need to do afterwards, basically, because I forget things. And I thought if I have it written down specifically for YouTube, when I make a video, I need to take pictures, I need to write the blog post, I need to do this, do that, da 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 da. So that's what that page is for. And then these are just for my other social media things: Facebook, my Facebook page, my Instagram account. I have an Etsy shop, Pinterest and Twitter. Just checklists of things that I need to do monthly, weekly, daily. For each of these will be there. And I'd gotten that far and was going to then leave it for January, but like I said, I really liked it and wanted to get straight into it, so I set up for December. This is just a Hello December page, and I put in a daily tracker of things that I wanted to use, and you can see I didn't do very well in December with tracking or with the things that I wanted to try and make as habits. So yeah, I will be trying it again, and hopefully it will help me keep a note of what I actually do or don't do, basically. So that's my habit tracker. And then we go into my month at a glance. I changed this up halfway through the month. At first I just had my month at a glance there. I didn't write anything on this. I wrote everything here on my events, appointments, tasks and projects side of the page. So if there was any events, I'd write it there and just put a dot on the date on here, so I could see quickly at a glance if I had a busy day. If there were lots of dots, then I knew I couldn't plan anything else probably for that day. But I found I used it, it was useful for my events and appointments, but for tasks and projects that didn't really work for me. So I ended up not particularly writing tasks and projects and adding the dots there. What I did instead is when I filmed a video, I just wrote the titles of the videos on each date that I wanted it to be up by, and then I could tick it off when I'd done everything that I needed to do for that video. So that worked better. So you will see in my January spread I changed this up just a little bit, and then it just goes into my weeklies. I'm not particularly fussed on how my weeklies looks. A lot of the times I'm rushing, so I just want to quickly write it down. I would like to make really pretty spreads like I have seen, but a lot of the time I just don't have the time to do it. I had a blank page there, so I just stuck that in. Some of them I have gotten a little bit more colourful, but generally that's just because I'm doing a craft fair in March, so I just have a checklist there. And on page 30, so back in my index, page 30, craft fair checklist, so I know exactly where that is. So the good thing with the bullet journal, you can just add pages in as you're going along, so it's not like a diary where it's month, week, and nothing else. You can't slot anything else in, but with a bullet journal you can. And then again, just some weeklies there. This spread I quite liked, having my YouTube videos for that week what was going to be going up, so I didn't have to keep going back to the monthly, so that was actually quite helpful. So I'll probably be doing that as I go on through the weeks. And that's this week, well, as I'm filming it this week. So again, just very simple date at the top, to-do list, then I'll just start with my dailies. And that is, we're up to, it's, what day is it today? It's Friday when I'm filming this, so these are the things that I have to do for today. And then I just left a blank page and started my setup for January. This printout I got from Boho Berry. She's on YouTube here and has some really great videos on bullet journaling. She wrote all this out herself because she was trying to think of a word of the year but couldn't think of one, so she just wrote loads and then said she was probably going to colour whichever one she decided to pick in the end. So when I saw this and I saw the word inspire, I knew that that had to be my word of the year. And then I just drew this out. Dear past, thanks for the lessons. Dear future, I am ready. 2016 hasn't been the best year for me, so I'm determined to make 2017 a better year. So that's why I wrote that. And inspire, that just reminded me of Stampin' Up, because they are very inspirational and I am a demonstrator. So I have a year at a glance. I just printed this off. I loved how colourful it was, and it gave me my colours for each month. So when I'm doing my monthly, you'll see January is blue, so I did that in blue, so I don't even have to think of colours for each month. Then I've got my level 10 life and my level 10 goals. If you don't know what this is, it's basically a way of looking at different areas of your life and seeing where you're at now and what you can do to improve. So I will leave links in the description going into so you can get some more information on level 10 life and goals. And then my big goals, this again is a spread that I saw Boho Berry do. I thought it was a really good idea. So I've got my big goal for 2017, split the year into 4 quarters, and then I will fill in what I want to do in the first quarter, second, third and fourth, and then focus on the first quarter first, you know, it makes sense, and what I need to do to be able to achieve those goals. Haven't filled it in yet because I literally just finished this last night. So the next spread is my Hello January. I wanted to just keep this quite simple, and I've been practicing my hand lettering, so I just excuse me, Hello January. Sorry. I read my Hello January and then just a little quote in blue because that's the colour that I'm going to be doing this month according to my, where's it gone? Year at a glance, blue. And my quote is, tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365 page book, write a good one. So I thought that would be a good thing to remember for January and for the year ahead. And then I've just done my at a glance. I said to you I changed it a little bit. So I've just got events and appointments and tasks. So obviously events and appointments, any tasks that need to be done this month will go there. And I'll do the dot system of placing, write your event, place your dot, and then when I filmed my videos I will use this then as quick at a glance to see when videos will be coming up, if I've done everything that I need to do for that video. And I think that is it. Oh no, I've got my January tracker there, as like I said, I'm going to try and keep up with my habits for this month, and then I'm going to do a time log there, and then this is where I'll start with my weeklies. Actually, I'm going to do on this page headers and dividers, so I can just do some practicing of different headers and dividers, and then I'll go on to my weeklies. So I just use post-it notes. If I think of something that I want to put in, I'll just use the post-it note to keep the page. I've numbered about half of the book, and the only other thing I did at the back was just a pen test, so I could see which pens, if any, would bleed through, so I know not to use. That's a Winsor & Newton brush marker. I know I won't be using that because it bled through a lot, and I do not like that. So all of these pens I know are safe to use because there's a little bit of bleed through, but not too much. And like I said, I've just got my pen loop at the back, and my awesome pen that I got from Paperchase as well. What would unicorns do? I don't know if you can make it out. It's so funny, and then when you click that changes, and then it says a different thing each time. So I had to get that. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I need that for my bullet journal. So I just clip that in there, and then this loop was just some elastic that I had, and I used my Crop-A-Dile to put some eyelets in just so I can keep it closed, because I know it will get quite thick with all the stuff that I put in. So that is a flip through of my bullet journal. If you liked this type of video on my channel, please leave me a comment in the description below, and I will do some more. I might do some plan with me videos, or just some flip throughs of the months as I fill it in. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and check out some of my other videos, and thank you very much for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting and subscribing, please, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.